Welcome to Streetwise Live SAP, a podcast for the SAP community and IT leaders who want to control their roadmap, own their future, and make a significant impact for their organization, their teams, and their business partners. Streetwise Live SAP is a production of Rimini Street, the leading independent provider of unified global support and services for enterprise software. And now, today's episode.
Welcome to Streetwise Live SAP. I'm Scott Hayes.
And I'm Luiz Mariotto.
Let's get right to it. Luis, there's been some confusion in the marketplace about the end of mainstream support dates for SAP ECC 6 and Business Suite 7. And that's because years ago, SAP announced the end of mainstream support for ECC. And at the time of that announcement, the mainstream support was scheduled to end on December 31st, 2025. But then they later changed that to the end of 2027 and offered an extended support period through 2030. So it has moved around a bit. Can you tell us now what the latest information is?
Yes, of course, Scott. And as you know, it gets even more interesting because it depends on which ECC enhancement package you are running. There has been a lot of attention paid and articles written about 2027 deadline. So much that a nuance in the policy has been buried. It's barely in the fine print. In fact, the 2027 deadline applies only to ECC enhancement package 6, 7, and 8. There is still a 2025 deadline for all ECC enhancement packs 0 to 5. Let's have the full picture. The big date here is 2025. Look how many ECC and S4HANA versions will be out of support by 2025. At the bottom of this graphic is ECC enhancement packages 0 to 5, those released between 2025 and 2010. You can see that all those releases have maintenance date by 2025 with no optional extension. Then you have the second group, ECC enhancement package 6 to 8 that has mainstream maintenance end date of 2027 with an optional extension through 2030.
Right, and I've got a little bit more data on that. There's some additional data. It appears that approximately 50% of the companies running ECC are still on EHP 0 to 5, and that might be as many as 13,000 organizations. And as you say, to top it off, there's no extended support offered for EHP 0 to 5. 2025 is it. It's a cliff.
Right, but if you are running enhancement package 6 to 8, you have the option to pay extra to have extended support. That typically incurs an additional fee of 2 percentage points. Give an example that many ECC customers pay an annual fee of 22% of their license fee. Bumping that to 24% is an increase of 90%. And that doesn't factor in the annual increases for mainstream maintenance that SAP is made over the years, 3.3% in 2023 and another 5% in 2024.
Got it. So now it's not just ECC customers that are facing these deadlines, as you mentioned earlier, but I want to go back to it. Show us what's happening to S4HANA customers.
Right, zooming to the S4HANA, right? When SAP launched the S4HANA, they said it would be supported until 2040.
Right.
But each individual version is only supported for 5 years. So look at all S4HANA below 1809 that are out of support already. 1909 will be out of support this year, and the version 2020 will be finished by 2025. You can extend some of those non-supported S4HANA until 2025 if you pay additional 4 percentage points on top of the current maintenance.
Oh, wait. So this time it's 4 percentage points.
4%.
So we're talking about 18% more than they were paying.
Yeah.
And again, that's also subject to that 3.3 and 5% annual maintenance increase that they recently instituted.
Yes, but SAP announced a new cadence start with S4HANA 2023, where they plan new releases every 2 years instead of 1, and 7 years mainstream support period instead of 5.
Right. So now looking at both ECC and S4HANA in this graph, that first group at the bottom and the group of S/4HANA from 1511 through 2020, they're now less than 2 years away from being unsupported. And so what are those customers going to do, right? Well, we have to think of what their options are. If you're on ECC, well, then you have an option. If you're on ECC Enhancement Pack 0 to 5, you have an option of upgrading to EHP 6 to 8, and that is an option that will have mainstream support for another 2 years, but that is going to incur upgrade costs, and it's just kind of kicking the can down the road a bit. So more likely, ECC customers that are on those previous enhancement packs would consider a migration to S/4HANA. But 2 years is not a long time to plan for and execute an upgrade or a migration to another platform. I mean, we're talking about complex, mission-critical systems here that are often highly customized. Plus, we believe that from 2024 to 2025, there's going to be high demand for SAP experts who understand both ECC and S/4HANA and can successfully deliver upgrade and migration projects.
Yeah, those are definitely very complex migration projects. It may not be time to panic yet, but it's definitely crunch time.
Yeah, I get it. But so here's the important thing. There is an alternative, and it's called third-party support, and it's what Rimini Street has been providing to organizations since 2005. See, Rimini Street guarantees full support for whatever version you're on. That's whatever version you're currently on for 15 years from the day you come to Rimini Street. So let's take a fresh look at that graphic. As of this recording in 2024, Rimini Street can provide full support through 2039. Those 2025 and 2027 mainstream support dates are irrelevant to Rimini Street clients. And that takes the pressure off, right? So here's an option I want you to consider. Buy yourself some time. Don't jump into the rush of migrations and compete for SAP experts that might have scarce availability. And here's another benefit of this. Rimini Street saves money, typically 50 to 90% of your total maintenance costs. So you can buy time and save money.
So here is the bottom line, Scott. First, if you are running SAP ECC, make sure you know what enhancement package are you on. If you are running S/4HANA, pay attention in the end of support date of your version. You may run out of support very soon. Second, the 2025-2027 deadlines are for SAP benefits, not for clients, not for your benefits. And third, you can get full support after those deadlines from Rimini Street. If it's intriguing, let's talk.
Absolutely, let's talk. Thanks, Luiz. Well, listen, we have more information on this topic, and we'll provide links for those in the show notes. So thanks for joining us. And know that in the next episode, we're going to cover greenfield, brownfield, and bluefield migrations. What are the pros? What are the cons? What are the costs? What are the benefits? And of course, what are the alternatives? We'll see you there.
Thank you.
Check out additional episodes at riministreet.com/SAP Live.